Hi, Internet. So do you ever see videos about things like mental health, anxiety, eating disorders, or ADHD and just wonder, what the hell is this person talking about? It seems like if you want to learn about psychology and mental health these days, you have two options. You can follow people who have no training or background in the field, but they say catchy things and they know how to grab your attention and work the algorithm. Or you can wade through boring content from people who are qualified to talk about these topics, but they say it in a really dry academic way. So if you're interested in learning about psychology and mental health topics from someone who's actually qualified to talk about it, but you don't want the jargon and fancy language, then you've come to the right place. I'm Dr. Paula Friedman. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist and a certified intuitive eating counselor, and I'm the owner of Humankind Psychological Services in Chicago. I basically specialize in treating people who are like me. High-achieving, perfectionistic people pleasers who never feel like they're doing enough. And every time they try to relax, their brain just runs back over and over all of the things that they think they should be doing. For some people, that manifests in things like anxiety or OCD. For other people, it might be an eating disorder or an obsessive relationship with their body. For other people, maybe they're neurodivergent. Maybe they have something like ADHD and they've had to contend with a world that expects them to somehow fit the mold of paying attention for long periods of time and staying still, and that's just not who they naturally are. And for other people, it might just be this general sense of not feeling like you're good enough and you're not really enjoying your life. So in addition to helping people like this in therapy, I also love writing and creating, and I'm really passionate about sharing mental health tips and tools with a wider audience. I really love making mental health information more accessible to more people all over the world. And that is why over the last few years, I have shared psychology content on Instagram and TikTok on my handle Mindful Dr. Paula. And oh my gosh, let me just tell you, it has been quite a journey, quite an experience being a psychologist on social media. Through doing Mindful Dr. Paula, I've met some really amazing people, and I've had some really cool opportunities. I've made great connections, and I've had the chance to share information and spread knowledge and awareness about mental health that I wouldn't have gotten to do otherwise. And I know not everybody has access to therapy, whether because they have shit healthcare, or they live in a shitty healthcare system, or they live in a rural area where they don't have access to mental health care, or it's stigmatized in their community and it's not something that they've been able to do. So there's a lot of reasons that someone might need to turn to social media for mental health content instead of getting it direct from the source of working with a professional one-on-one. Plus, it's nice to get those reminders and added benefits of mental health content in between your therapy sessions if you are someone who works with a professional. So there have been a lot of reasons that it's been really rewarding and really meaningful for me to run these social media accounts. However, the ironic thing is that I call myself Mindful Dr. Paula because mindfulness is a huge value of mine and it's really a philosophy that I live my life by. But I have to admit that being on social media has made me significantly less mindful. It's taking me out of alignment with who I really am. It makes me feel like I'm a dancing monkey and I just have to come up with new ways to entertain people and basically beg them to give me 3 seconds of their attention span, and that just isn't working for me. And then when I do have a hard-hitting piece of content, because as we know, the things that do well on social media tend to be the things that are like controversial or that rile people up, I just become a troll magnet and I attract all of these keyboard warriors who don't know how to sit with nuance or basically take a short 6-second video and make all these assumptions about you when all that they've heard from you is a 6-second thought that popped into your head. And even though I am not losing sleep over what these strangers on the internet think about me, it does get really old to deal with the trolls. I didn't become a psychologist wanting to take these amazing, incredible research-backed tools and water them down into a 3-second video since that's the only thing that grabs people's attention. I didn't get into this to feed a never-ending algorithm. I got into this because I genuinely want to help people, and I know the power of the work that I do and the tools and information that I have at my disposal. And for better or worse, those are things that aren't going to really be gleaned from a 3-second video. Because most of the things that are worth doing and most meaningful change is going to take a little bit more time. Tools and information from psychology, mindfulness practices, intuitive eating, acceptance and commitment therapy, these philosophies and tenets that I live my life by, they have changed my life. They have changed the lives of so many people I've worked with, and I know that they can change your life too. And that is my reason for doing this. That is why I am spreading information on the internet. So now as winter turns to spring, or at least theoretically turns to spring here in Chicago, I find myself reflecting a lot on new beginnings. And I know that's really cliche and everyone talks about spring as a season of new growth, but I can't help it. That really is what's going through my head. And what I'm realizing is that it just doesn't make sense for me. It's just not aligned for me to keep slogging away, feeding this algorithm with these short form, quick hitting videos. I'm not happy. And frankly, it makes me feel like a hypocrite because what I preach all day long and what I try to live my life by is not putting energy and attention on things that aren't meaningful and fulfilling to you and are not life enhancing. And it just isn't life enhancing for me. And that is why I'm so excited to announce the launch of my YouTube channel, which does feel aligned and does feel personally meaningful. This is a place where I can provide you with in-depth content on the topics that I'm so passionate about talking about all day long. Things like mindfulness practices, mental health care, dealing with anxiety, dealing with perfectionism, setting healthy boundaries and having healthy relationships, and of course, healing your relationship with food and your body. This channel is going to give you way more in-depth, amazing, nuanced context, just better information than you could get from any 30-second video on Instagram or TikTok. I'm really focused on giving you practical things that you will actually learn and be able to apply in your everyday life, and not things that you're just going to forget about as soon as you scroll past to the next video. So whether you're just getting started on a personal development journey, or whether you're a self-help junkie and you love reading self-help books, following self-help accounts, listening to all the wellness podcasts, or you're a seasoned practitioner or you're someone in the field, my goal is for this channel to have something for everyone. I know this channel is going to be such a valuable addition to our platform, and I cannot wait to see how it impacts your life. Because I want to be honest with you, if a channel like this, or honestly, a lot of the mental health content out there, if that existed 15 years ago, I know I probably would have saved myself a lot of suffering. And I probably wouldn't have gotten into some of the unhealthy patterns that, frankly, I'm still working on unlearning. So that's what I'm really hoping to share with you, because I want you to be able to start living a more meaningful, rewarding, fulfilling life right now, not 15 years from now. Because I know it's cheesy, but I'm going to say it anyway because I really mean it. You deserve that. So please keep your eye out. Please stick around because we have some really exciting things coming down the pipe that we're working on. Blog posts, newsletters, a paid Instagram subscription. And I know I just said I'm sick of Instagram, so I guess I'm contradicting myself. I'm not sick of Instagram entirely. I'm sick of doing the watered down, shit for the algorithm. And this paid subscription is going to be a chance for me to be more personal, more open and self-reflective, and sharing the type of content that I don't normally post all over the internet, because as a therapist on social media with a public persona, I do have to be really careful about self-disclosure. And so a paid model is going to be a place for me to give you some of that self-disclosure and share some more of my personal journey in a way that hopefully can help you with your own. So anyway, make sure that you are subscribed to our newsletter, which you can sign up for on our website, and you'll get the latest updates on all of these launchings and new offerings. And if you're curious about any of this and you want to see what's coming, and I know I'm biased, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome, please make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you get all of the latest updates as they come out. And if you know anyone who would benefit from mindfulness and mental health tools, please make sure to share this with them too, because you never know whose life you're going to change, even with a piece of content. And then the last thing I want to say is that we would love to hear from you. We would love to know what topics, what type of mental health content you would want to see more of on this channel. So drop a comment, let us know what you want to see more of, because like I said, I really want this channel to be a positive force in your life. I want it to be something that you get excited to see and learn from, and you feel cared for and supported and informed. So thank you for watching. And if you have been a supporter of Mindful Dr. Paula or Humankind Psych for a while now, I cannot thank you enough for joining me here too. I know the internet is a big place. You have a lot of options of where you could put your time and your focus. So I really am honored that you're choosing to spend some of your time and energy on hearing my message, and I really hope it's valuable to you. That's all for now. Thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.